Okay, so on to Chianti. So now here we are going to the center of Italy, right here in the Tuscany region, my favorite region. So let me actually do this. So Chianti, the DOCG, and even the entry level Chiantis are DOCGs. And it is this entire, all this light pink is considered Chianti DOCG. Okay. It is this dark pink, which we'll talk about in a little bit, is the Chianti Classico region. But we'll talk about that in a minute. So the hierarchy of Chianti. So all Chianti is DOCG, as you can see here. We start off with just regular old Chianti. If you call it Chianti, you have to put DOCG on it, and you have to follow those rules. We'll talk about the rules in a moment. Next up the rung in smaller production, then we have Classico, which comes from that smaller region. Then we have Chianti Classico DOCG Reserva, and there's additional rules to that. So in other words, we already start off with a DOCG, so we already have really some of the highest rules in Italy, in Italian wine production. But with every new layer within the world of Chianti, it gets more and more strict. And then last but not least, we now have a new designation. Well, it's not so new anymore. I guess it's 10 years old, started with the 2010 vintage. We have this new designation called Gran Selezione. It's another word I like saying. And very small production. And we're going to talk about all these different designations and this hierarchy as we go through here. So first and foremost, Chianti, just regular old Chianti, but I want you to look really closely at this label because it says right here, Denominazione di Origine Controllata e Garantita. So it is, in fact, a DOCG wine. You're looking at an $8 or $9 bottle of wine here, and yet it's a very, very good production wine. This is entry-level Chianti. It's light to medium bodied, going to have some nice high acidity. That mouth-watering acidity makes it super food friendly, lots of fruit flavors and softer tannin. We're going to blend this. You're allowed to, you have to use 70% Sangiovese. These are minimums. And then there's the 30% of what they call AOG, other authorized grapes, mostly Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc. There's a few others in there. And they do allow in entry-level Chianti 10% white grapes. We have a minimum aging 4 months for there are also 7 subzones within the Chianti region, and they require 4 months. In most of them, we require 4 months aging, and the minimum alcohol for a basic Chianti is 11.5%. And this brings something to mind to me. I happen to be flipping through our social media pages this morning, and there was an advertisement for low sugar wines. And I was looking at it and I thought, what's a low sugar wine? Well, Chianti is a low sugar wine. When you have low alcohol, chances are you have low sugar. So, I noticed when we were in Italy a couple of years ago, we sipped on wine pretty much all day long, and we never had a hangover. And then we come back to Napa and we're having dinner, and the next morning I wake up and I've got a headache. And it's really because a lot of these Italian wines really are nice and low in alcohol, but very, very enjoyable. So if you're one of these, I know right now low alcohol wines are kind of popular. So if you're one that's looking for opportunities to drink lower alcohol wines, this is a good one for you.